Hi, I know we have school off next week. Is that true for this class? I just wanted to double check.
Yeah, I'll see you next Monday.
Okay,
Not
thank you.
coming, not coming Monday, the following Monday, the November 30th, 30.
Okay,
Yeah,
got it.
I know. It's a long break. All right. So the last slide, if you recall, please tell me whether this is the last slide or not. Okay, so I'm going for the A. And yes, Cadesia, what's up? Cadesia?
Did you take attendance? I just joined.
You're fine. You're fine.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Now, can everybody see the slide that I'm going to put in there? Yes. This is the last slide, right? Yeah. Tell me yes. That's a Krebs cycle, right? Yeah, that's a Krebs
Yes.
cycle. That's right. Now, for the Krebs cycle, so you already know that from the glucose, from GLC or any kind of hexose, you get two molecules of pyruvate, right? Two molecules of this guy. All right. So that means the pyruvate making acetyl-CoA citrate, right? It goes to citrate, isocitrate, alpha-ketoglutarate, succinyl-CoA, succinate, then fumarate, malate, and oxaloacetate back. So that's called TCA cycle. You already got it, right? So it will go two times. If you have our diet consists of hexoses mostly. The glucose, fructose, mannose, galactose, they're all hexoses, right? If you have a sucrose, lactose, still they'll convert into monosaccharides. And all of them will enter into the TCA cycle two times. Why? Because there are two of molecules of pyruvate generated from the glycolysis. So it'll go two times. So now what we'll do, the net gain. Who can tell me what's the net gain from this cycle? Net gain. I'm going to write it here. You tell me what's the net gain. Just like our glycolysis we did, net gain. Who can tell me what's the net gain? What do you get? So remember, from the glycolysis, hexoses are converting into pyruvates and two molecules of NADH and two molecules of ATP. We talked about it, right? Those two pyruvates coming into the mitochondria, so the diffusion, and enter into the TCA cycle. First acetyl-CoA and then runs the cycle. As it is converting from a pyruvate to acetyl-CoA, it makes one molecule of NADH right here. NADH are called nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide, the reduced form. It is a high energy molecule and it has two electrons inside hiding there. Electrons are the energy, right? Like a current, electric current is electron. So energy is hiding in the NADH. That's what's called high energy molecule. So one molecule of NADH from this step, pyruvate to acetyl-CoA. Another molecule of NADH is right here. I'm circling it, huh? Isocitrate to alpha-ketoglutarate. You get another molecule of NADH, reduced form. You get alpha-ketoglutarate converting to succinyl-CoA. You get another molecule of NADH. I'm circling it again, huh? Then succinyl-CoA converting to succinate. You get one molecule of ATP. One molecule of ATP. Succinate is converting into fumarate. And at this stage, we get one molecule of FADH2. FADH2 from FADH2. Please write it down, huh? It's not there. It's FAD. FAD is the flavin adenine dinucleotide converted into the reduced form, and it also has two electrons hiding in there. And that means this is also high energy molecule, just like NADH. So energy hiding in there, hiding in NADH, one molecule of NADH, FADH2 from here, and then fumarate converted to malate, nothing happened, and then malate converted to oxaloacetate, we get the NADH, another molecule of NADH. So tell me what's the net gain? How many NADH molecule you get? Tell me total number of NADH.
4.
Very good. So 4 from one cycle, right? How about from starting from glucose? If you start from the glucose, how many NADH do you get?
8.
8. Thank you. Because it will go 2 times. So that's a question. 2 times 4 equal 8. Everybody okay, right? If you have any question, please ask. That's the number of NADH, high energy molecule. How many FADH?
I have a question.
Go for it.
You said NADH was 2 times 4 equals 8, and then the reason that it's twice is because of what?
So because glucose or hexoses make 2 molecules of pyruvate.
Okay, so from glucose, there's 2 pyruvate, which means that the cycle goes twice, giving us 8. Okay, thank you.
Yep, you're welcome. How many FADH2? How many FADH2? How many FADH2 from one molecule of glucose? Say it. Anyone?
2.
2 times 1 equals 2. Everybody okay, right? Yes? And how many ATP? How many ATP? How many ATP? From one molecule of glucose. From one molecule of hexose, any hexoses.
2.
2 times 1 is 2. Very good. So that's a question probably in the test. Definitely in the test. What is the net gain from the TCA cycle starting from one molecule of any hexoses? Glucose, mannose, fructose, galactose. So this is the question will be asked in the test, final test. What is the net gain from one molecule of, what is the net gain from the TCA cycle starting from one molecule of any hexoses? And that's the answer. All right, so this is your answer right there. All right, so we'll move on then. So now what happened? So we got the NADH, FADH2, and we got only 4 ATP, 2 ATP from TCA cycle and 2 ATP from our glycolysis. And we got total number of NADH, we got 8 plus 2 from the cytoplasm, and we'll talk about very soon, and 8 from the mitochondria. So these FADH2 and NADH will enter into the TCA electron transport chain, ETC. I'm going to the next slide. Any question from here? So yes?
I did actually. What is the black writing at the bottom? It's like fluor citrate. Like,
Which
do
one?
we need to know that?
You mean this one?
Yeah.
NADH plus H plus.
Okay, what about the black writing at the bottom?
This one acetyl-CoA.
No,
Acetyl-
like past the TCA cycle diagram, like at the very bottom.
No, don't worry about it. Those are inhibitors of the TCA cycle. No, you don't need to.
Okay.
No, you don't need to. No, those are more details, but it's okay. For this, your purpose is okay. All right. So NADH and FADH2 will enter into the electron transport chain called ETC, and they are also present in the mitochondria. So I'm going to give a rough drawing of a mitochondria, and many of you probably know. Mitochondria has a series of lipid bilayer. Please draw with me. If you know the anatomy, if you know the mitochondria structure, don't worry about it, but still draw it with me, okay? All right, so that's the lipid bilayer. This, remember, any cell has a lipid bilayer. Mitochondria cell is a cell, right? Came from bacteria. This is called OMM. OMM. What does it say? OMM? Outer, OUTR, outer membrane of mitochondria. Outside, that's basically outer membrane, right? It also has this kind of things, and one can tell me what is this. It has a name. So let's see if you know. Like this, and it is a lipid bilayer. So I'm going to write 2 layers. Okay. Both have another lipid bilayer there. Sorry, it goes like this, this, to this, to this. So there is another lipid bilayer, and that is the one. It's called IMM. IMM stands for inner, INNER, inner membrane of mitochondria. So outer membrane of mitochondria outside, inner membrane of mitochondria inside, and in between, the space in between, right here, the space in between the outer membrane and inner membrane is called IMS. IMS stands for intra, INTRA, intra-membrane space, in between the two, intra-membrane space. Now, who can tell me, if you know, let's see, I'm just asking in random, what is this called? What is the inside called? Inside is called matrix. All right. Now, if you know the anatomy or if you know the structure of mitochondria, can you tell me what the zigzag pathway called? These zigzag things. What is that called? Does anyone know? What is the zigzag things called? This one. The zigzag pathway. What is it called? Anyone? Biology 101. Anyone? Crista. It's called crista. It's a crista. So now that's the inner membrane of mitochondria. You have a series of complexes. One complex is right here. One complex is right there. Another complex is right here. Fourth one is right here. Fifth one is right there. And the sixth one is right here. All right. So this is called complex 1. This is a complex 3 in a 3-dimensional space. There we are in a 3-dimensional, right? Complex 3 and complex 2. They're not in order. I'll show you within a minute. Complex 2, complex 1, 3, 2. This is a complex 4 and complex 5, and this is complex 6. All right. So the complex 1, in the mitochondria, there are several complexes. Complex 1 is known as NADH. Remember the NADH, right? So in complex 1, the NADH will enter into the complex 1. That's where the name came from. NADH coenzyme Q oxidoreductase. Coenzyme Q is also known as UQ. We'll talk about it. You'll see it very soon. UQ. All right. Coenzyme Q oxidoreductase. Complex 2, succinate coenzyme Q oxidoreductase. Complex 3, coenzyme Q cytochrome C oxidoreductase. Complex 4, cytochrome C oxidase. So NADH coenzyme Q oxidoreductase, succinate coenzyme Q oxidoreductase, coenzyme Q cytochrome C oxidoreductase, complex 4 cytochrome C oxidase. Complex 5, please write down here, complex 5 is also known as ATP synthase. So complex 5 is also known as ATP synthase. It has 2 complexes, protein complexes. One is called F0, F1. So that's why it is also known as F0, F1 ATPase. Complex 6 is also known as ATP ADP translocase. Complex 6 is also known as ATP ADP translocase. So the function of ATP synthase is to make ATP from ADP plus phosphate. So ADP plus phosphate, it makes the ATP. That's a function of the ATP synthase. Synthase means synthesis. It makes the synthesis. It synthesizes the ATP from ADP. ADP equal adenosine diphosphate, di 2, P add to this for triphosphate. Adenosine diphosphate plus PI, ATP. So function of ATP synthase to synthesize ATP. Function of complex 4 is to translocate ADP inside the mitochondria and takes the ATP outside. So ATP ADP translocase, the function of ATP ADP translocase is to bring ADP and PI from the cytoplasm into the mitochondria, especially in the matrix, and takes away ATP to outside. This exchange, ATP goes out because ATP is generating in the matrix, and we'll talk about it. We'll show you very soon. All right. Any questions so far? Any questions so far? If not, then we'll go to the role of these complexes, complex 1 to complex 4. Complex 1 to complex 4. I did not talk about the functions, right? And they are the next. So the complex 1 is located right here, right? NADH, coenzyme Q or UQ oxidase. Succinate, coenzyme Q, oxidoreductase is complex 2. Complex 3 is a coenzyme Q, cytochrome C, oxidoreductase. Complex 4 is cytochrome C, oxidase. Complex 4 is right here. And if you draw in terms of the voltage gradient, this is a millivolt, in millivolt, this is minus 400 millivolt, minus 200, not on the scale of course, 0, 0, plus 200, plus 400, plus 600. So when you have voltage like this, the electron will flow from minus to the plus. That's the basic principle, right? So electron will flow from the minus voltage to the plus voltage. Alright? And if you recall, complex 1, NADH has 2 electrons inside, hiding inside. Electrons are energy, right? NADH entered into the complex 1 and it is converted to the oxidized form, NAD plus. Alright? And those 2 electrons, these are the 2 electrons, these 2 electrons. So NADH converted to NAD plus, those 2 electrons giving to UQ. UQ, remember coenzyme Q, oxidoreductase, coenzyme Q. UQ stands for coenzyme Q. UQ will take those 2 electrons plus 2 hydrogen, will make the UQH2. That UQH2 will enter into the complex 3. And as the electrons are passing through, 4 protons are coming out from the complex 1. Basically it's a whole thing starting from here. Complex 1 pumping out 4 protons. So as one molecule of NADH entering the complex 1, giving the 2 electrons to UQ, UQ is converting to UQH2. Those 2 electrons, as they're passing through, they're hiding in the UQH2. Since the energy is flowing from there, to compensate the energy, 4 protons are pumping from complex 1. That's a 4 proton. UQH2 converts back to UQ and gives the 2 electron to the complex 4. So UQ converted back to UQ to bring another 2 electrons from another molecule of NADH, and those 2 electrons are coming to the complex 3-4. As the electrons are coming from complex 4, 4 protons are pumping out from here to balance the energy. Those 2 electrons in the complex 4, ultimately series of steps, it will take 2 protons from the matrix and 1 atom of oxygen. That's 1 atom of half, it's a half. Half O2 means 1 atom of oxygen to make H2O. And that's why you are aerobic conditions. That's why we need the oxygen. So the ultimatum of glycolysis, TCA cycle, and the electron transport chain to make water molecule right here. And carbon dioxide are making for the TCA cycle. Alright? So 2 electrons, if you take 2H plus 2 electrons and oxygen atom, you get the H2O, 1 molecule of H2O. As electrons are passing through from the complex 4, you get 2 protons are pumping out from here. So now, someone tell me quickly, 1 NADH pumping how many protons? As the 1 NADH giving the 2 electrons to the complex 4 from complex 1 and 3, how many protons are pumping? Total number of protons. Yes? How many protons are coming out altogether? Yes? Anyone? You're there, right?
Would it be 10?
That is correct. Equal 4, 4, 4, and 2. 10. Absolutely right. Thank you. 10 protons are pumping out. I did not say equal, I say equivalent, meaning the 10 protons are pumping out as 1 molecule of NADH converting to NAD plus, entering the complex 1, 2 electrons are passing through to complex 3, to complex 4 to make water molecule. 10 protons are coming out from the matrix. Remember, they are present in the IMM. Now, let's go back to the complex 2. So FADH2, FADH2, that's another high energy molecule, right? It is entering the complex 2 and converting to FAD, flavin adenine dinucleotide, the oxidized form. FADH2 converting to FAD, giving those 2 electrons to the complex to the UQ. UQ is converting to UQH2. Then UQH2 converting back to UQ and giving those 2 electrons to the complex 4. So complex 4 is the common, right? And complex 3 is also common. Complex 1 dumping the electron to complex 3. Complex 2 dumping the electron from the complex to the complex 3 from NADH and FADH2. So these electrons are not dumping, they carried out by cytochrome C. Cytochrome C. Cytochrome C is a protein molecule. It has the Fe3 plus inside. So Fe3 is reduced to Fe2 plus, and then ultimately goes to inside the complex 4. So 2 electrons coming to complex 4 from the FADH2. And as these 2 electrons are passing through the complex 3, it's pumping 4 protons. 4 protons here and 2 protons there. So now tell me, 1 molecule of FADH2 equivalent to how many protons?
None of us ditched our friends to go have sex with their boyfriends.
Someone already gave me the answer for the NADH. Tell me
Yes,
this
you
answer
did.
as well.
That's
The
literally
rest of us
definition.
aren't even home.
1
You can't start
molecule of
until everyone's
FADH2 equivalent
Taylor
to
and
how many
Jenna
protons
are
are
very
pumping, meaning getting out
I do think
from the
Taylor's
matrix
gonna
to
beat you
the
though.
mitochondria. From the
Oh, I think
matrix
Taylor's
to
gonna
the
fight. You gotta get a head start on her. 'Cause Taylor-
IMS,
Taylor
make the membrane
beat you.
space. How many?
Taylor and Jenna see their boyfriends all the time. I used to see my boyfriends for 3 weeks. Period.
You're not wrong, but you still ditched
So
your friends.
complex 2, FADH2 entering,
It's okay.
converting to FAD. 2 electrons going to
No, you
complex
need
3,
a dick.
pumping 4 protons. Complex 3,
Maybe that was why you were so
giving those
upset.
electrons to
I
complex
get it,
4,
I get it.
pumping 2 protons. So how many total number of protons pumping from FADH2? 1
I'm
molecule of
listening to
FADH2.
Banzadar.
6.
That's right. Thank you. Six protons. So that's the difference between the NADH and FADH2. How many protons are pumping?
No, I have a feeling like Taylor.
And these protons
Oh, she's gonna whoop her
are
ass.
pumping to IMS,
That's why I'm trying to get ahead of the game.
intramembrane
She's gonna-
space,
like,
from the
she's gonna
complex
whoop her
1,
ass
3, and
today.
4, creating a proton gradient. They are taking the proton from the matrix and dumping into the IMS. Remember the structure, right? So they are taking the proton from the matrix and dumping into right here, in this area, And therefore, there will be more proton here, less proton there. There will be proton gradient. So there will be proton gradient. Now to balance the proton gradient,
You said it in
H
the
plus
group chat.
must pass through the ATP synthase
I
to
was
make
on my
ATP
way to
plus
check the
PI.
notes lab to see where you
And
were.
that's the energy. And I'll come back to the next slide. Do you have any question about this slide? You must remember this one. One NADH
Hey, you've been
molecule
home for
pumping 10
24
protons, one FADH2 molecule pumping 6 protons.
It has
And I
been
already told you the
She
pathway.
was still here yesterday.
Any question from here, please?
They're all legit too. I'm not fucking on. I'm putting on time.
Yeah? If not,
And you said 8 counts as 2?
what happened? So the proton gradient.
Yes, she
As
did
the
say
protons are pumping from IMS to the IMS from
Jenny's
matrix,
scores about to-
via complex 1, 3, and 4, the proton gradient develops. Like here. So that's your mitochondria.
My baby freaky.
That's the IMS,
You still only
right?
have two
That's the
copies.
IMS, and that's a matrix. So the protons are pumping from the matrix to the IMS,
Hey!
from the intermembrane
Did
space.
Taylor tell you she showered with
Therefore,
Treasure
more
yesterday?
protons in the IMS, so the low
She
pH,
showered with Treasure.
right? More protons, less pH.
She went to the handicap
And-
stall and took a shower with Treasure.
Few protons in the matrix.
Yeah, try to
Yeah.
go with her.
Treasure came out all
Therefore,
wet.
high pH in the matrix, low pH in the IMS, that leads to the proton gradient.
She said it was fun.
This proton
Treasure,
gradient is
she
very
went in
lethal
there,
to the
so Treasure just
mitochondria.
came in and out.
If it stays for a while, for a long period of time,
Treasure said
mitochondria will
that
die
they-
off. It will squeeze into my pancake and will die. And as it dies,
So did Trent.
our whole cell will die and the
Ah,
organism will die.
That was funny as fuck.
That's a very lethal. Obviously, it doesn't happen, right? We are all alive, we are doing
Have
perfectly
you done anal
fine.
yet?
So what happened? Those protons are
You
transported
done anal
back
yet?
to the matrix
Pussy.
via ATP synthase. And here comes the ATP synthase, role of ATP synthase.
How'd it feel?
So the NADH, FADH2 entering the complex 1 and 2 respectively, pumping protons,
Two more
NADH
times
pumping
or
10
three?
Oh
protons,
dear.
FADH2 pumping 6
She'll be at
protons,
10 before any of us even get home.
generating a proton gradient.
I leave in
IMS
2
to the
hours.
matrix. Protons are heat. Protons are heat energy. So there is
What?
a tremendous amount of heat.
Taylor and I
On
are leaving at
IMS,
the same time.
less
She's in
heat,
town right now, so she's
the
gonna.
matrix.
We're gonna go get her car, pack up both of the
This
rest of our
mitochondria
cars,
will
and
collapse
then
until unless
do some more homework stuff. and
that
then-
protons are taken from the IMS and put back into the matrix.
Yee.
They cannot pass through the lipid bilayer because lipid
I
bilayer
will.
has a
My roommate's so
hydrophobic
sad.
core inside, so proton cannot
What?
pass it through.
When are you leaving?
Therefore, it has to pass through a
Probably within the
complex
next
called
hour because I
ATP
want to get home, get
synthase.
changed, get everything
As
set
the
up,
protons
and
are
then I need
pumped
to
into
come
the
back.
ATP synthase,
So I'll be home
ADP and
about
PI
now.
will combine
I see
because you need energy, right, to make ATP. ATP is energy, and it's coming
Oh,
from
I'm
ADP and
repainting
PI.
it. My
When
mom gave me
ADP
my
and
first
PI
situation.
combine,
redo my room.
you have to provide
And she's
energy,
gonna help me paint.
and that's energy coming
She
from
said we can do a
the
nice cream, and I
proton
went.
gradient.
Uh,
Any questions?
I do want. I want
Any
walls like
questions
this.
from here?
I feel like plain walls like this I could do a lot with.
Please ask.
Hi, my
If not,
my
then comes the function of the role of ATP synthase. What does it do?
Hi,
How does it
She said hi.
carry
Mom.
the protons from the IMS into the matrix?
oh.
That's basically the next slide.
Treasure said, shake
She
your
said,
booty.
"Astra."
ATP synthase has a two protein complexes.
Bye, I love you.
One is called F0, and F0 has the combination A
Got it.
subunit, A protein,
Me too.
two of them
Carolyn's
B
a
protein,
I forgot. She's not gonna
and C
Caroline
protein
is
8
not
to
how you do
15. That's a composition of F0. And F1 has composition alpha 3, beta 3, gamma,
I'm using
delta,
this to make it
and eta. These are the protein, name of the proteins. So it is 3 of the alpha proteins, 3 of the beta proteins, that's a 3. Alright? and one each of gamma, delta, and eta. That's F1. And they're arranged like this. So that's your lipid bilayer, this line and this line. And that's the IMS, and this is the IMM. This is the IMM, inner membrane of mitochondria. IMM.
I really do have the best.
This is the IMM. IMS, and this is the matrix. Outside is the matrix, right here. Matrix is right here.
I'm gonna do that.
And as you remember, IMS has plenty of protons, high proton concentration. Matrix has a less proton concentration.
I didn't have the eyebrows
This
right.
proton must
So I
pass
did
it
all-
through these complexes. How does it work? A is known as stator. It's sitting right here. It is a two tunnels. Upper tunnel, protons are entering and going through the C unit, the C protein, protein C. You have 8 to 15. 8 is in human, 15 is a bacteria.
Oh my god.
These H protons are going to the C, so coming from one to next to the next to the next to the next, and ultimately all of them coming down the membrane, the lipid bilayer, and entering into the lower tunnel of the A,
She said, I just want
entering into it and coming out through the B, coming through this way. As it is coming out, protons are coming out from IMS to the matrix. ADP plus PI convert into ATP. Protons are the heat. ADP is the chemical energy. Using the heat energy, putting it together to make ATP. So ADP plus PI and the heat energy, so the proton passing through make ATP. Now, how many proton has to pass through this tunnel to make one ATP? Is 3.7 protons. Please write down, very important. 3.7 protons are passing through. As the 3.7, you can say why do you get the decimal? It is a average number. So 3.7 protons as passing through this tunnel. ADP plus PI combines to make one ATP. So to make one ATP, 3.7 proton must pass through these tunnels from the A stator, right? And the C is the one which is carrying the proton from upper tunnel to the lower tunnel. When it's coming from upper tunnel to lower tunnel, someone has to move those C's, proteins, right? Back and forth, back and forth. So the proton will be coming from here to there to there to there. And that is done by the F1 subunit. F1 subunit has a gamma, delta, eta. It makes a stop. And it is also, and alpha 3, alpha 3, beta 3, they basically make a rotor. They rotate along the stalk right here. So they are rotating back and forth like a clockwise. Go back and forth, back and forth. As they're going back and forth, there's a mechanical energy that giving the motion to the C proteins, and that motion taking the proton from up and dumping into the bottom tunnel. As they're dumping into the bottom tunnel, ATP is generated. And B subunit, two of them are holding the F0 and F1 subunit together. So that's basically they're holding it. Someone has to hold it, right? We have the two complexes are operating, and they are proteins. Alright? So that's the role of the ATP, F0, F1 ATPase. So A is the stator, gamma delta eta is a rotor, rotating along the A stator, and for this rotation, the protons are coming from IMS to the tunnel, lower tunnel, and every 3.7 protons are coming from the tunnel, one molecule of ATP is generated. So now, please help me here. So one NADH will generate how many ATP? One NADH equivalent to how many ATP? One NADH equal how many ATP? Please tell me. How many ATP? And one FADH2, only one molecule, FADH2 equal how many ATP? Please tell me. Yes? Anyone? Think about it. One NADH pumping how many protons? One NADH pumping how many protons?
Would it be 5?
Now, one NADH, let's go step by step. One NADH pumping how many protons?
10.
So 10.
So that would mean 2 ATP?
Let me see. So this divided by, to get 1 ATP, how many proton has to pass? 3.7 H plus. Every 3.7, 1 ATP. 10 protons, 10 divided by 3.7 is 2.7 ATP. 2.7 molecules of ATP. Tell me yes or no. How many FADH2? How many protons are pumping from FADH2? Yes? How many protons are pumping from FADH2? You have it in your note? Yeah? How many protons are pumping from FADH2?
Is it 6?
So 6 H plus divided by 3.7
I got it.
H plus
Oh, clean.
equals 1.6 ATP. 1.6 ATP. So one molecule of NADH
Thank God that
making
wasn't a math.
so one molecule of NADH making 2.7 ATP. One molecule of FADH2 making 1.6 ATP. Tell me yes or no. Yes. So how many NADH do you have so far from the glycolysis? From the glycolysis, TCA cycle, and electron transport chain. How many total number of NADH you are generating?
It would have been in pieces. No amount of anything.
So if
could
you
have
start
saved
from
that.
one molecule of hexose, any hexose,
Then all you see on the computer is
how many NADH do you get? Total number of NADH?
8?
8 plus 2.
I was about to.
2 from 8, absolutely right. 8 from the TCA cycle and 2 from the cytoplasm. That's correct. And how many FADH do you get?
Shame.
Only 2. Yes or no? So let's see
We walk up and
what's the
ask, give
total
me
amount of
anything you want.
ATP you get.
Can I get roast beef meat?
So they gain
He
from
looks sitting there.
glycolysis
She got
starting
roast
from
beef
one
and
molecule of
sweats.
hexose, any hexose, C6H12O6,
Not that combo.
GLC, glucose, fructose, galactose, mannose.
I don't know what the
You
fuck
get 2
this
molecules
is.
of pyruvate. You already know that. That's the name came from glycolysis. 2 molecules of NADH and 2 molecules of ATP and 2 molecules of NADH. You already have it.
So you take
These
it
2
over.
pyruvate will go to
Take over,
mitochondria
That's exactly what
and run the TCA cycle. Number of NADH is 4 times 2,
Not even
8
cow.
NADH. And 8 times 2.7 is 21.6 ATP. Tell me yes or no. That's the
Bitch,
electron
I'm a
transport
cow.
chain.
Oh, my computer shut off. The
FADH2,
computer said, slowly dying.
1 times 2 molecules of FADH2 from TCA cycle. So 2 times 1.6 is 3.2. And 2 ATP is 2 ATP. And the TCA glycolysis is 2 ATP is also 2 ATP. Add them all together,
It may have
you
said
get
it may have said I left the
28.8
thing.
ATP.
Because I actually did leave.
Now,
Oh my
you
god.
also have 2 molecules of NADH in the cytoplasm. Remember the glycolysis? It has to go inside the mitochondria. Mitochondria ETC, electron transport chain, is present in the mitochondria, not in the cytoplasm. So this NADH can go, and this NADH can pass to the mitochondria or enter in the mitochondria. So 2 shuttles. You know the shuttle, right? We take the shuttle from one place to another. There are 2 shuttles, A shuttle
I'd be willing to
and
walk
B
in the back
shuttle.
with open arms as long as she just stopped.
These shuttles are located in the OMM, outer membrane of mitochondria.
Yeah, I thought.
If they take A shuttle, 2 NADH is converted to 2 FADH2.
Trying to say mom, so
And that's why 2 times 1.6 is 3.2. Therefore, if they take
I think the reason that
A
she and
shuttle,
Marlene don't get along is because they're
that
both
generates
bitches.
32 molecules of ATP total. If those two NADH, cytoplasmic NADH, take the B shuttle, that will generate B shuttle converts NADH to NADH. It doesn't convert to FADH2. So 2 NADH from cytoplasm, 2 in the shuttle B, 2 NADH in the mitochondria. So 2 times 2.7, 5.4. Add them up, the 2 into 8.8, you get 34.2. 34 is fine. So basically, from the 1 molecule of glucose, we get 32 to 34 molecules of ATP. Total from our plate. Yes?
What's the difference between shuttle A and shuttle B again?
Very good. So shuttle A and shuttle B both are located in the OMM, outer membrane of mitochondria. Shuttle A,
No.
it has some molecules.
I haven't
That
told you
molecule
that
will
any human
take
has
the
something
NADH
that has
and
to
convert
is
into
mentioned in
FADH2.
testing quarantine, 'cause
So shuttle A converts the
I
NADH
just
to
tested
FADH2.
positive for being the
Remember,
best
FADH
bitch
gives only
there's
1.6, right? 1.6 ATP.
I fucking hate
So
Lily!
therefore, it
I
takes
hate
2
Lily!
NADH from the shuttle A.
I was like, I literally just saw you yesterday, bitch!
FADH2.
Molly,
So 2 times 1.6, 3.2. Shuttle B, it is called ping pong mechanism. You do not have to know now.
Can we just talk about
Shuttle
that? I
B
can't believe we're here right now.
Has another set of molecule that
We made it,
doesn't
bitches.
convert the NADH from
They
cytoplasm
spent the
to
money. That's the only
the
reason.
mitochondria. It comes
If
directly
they cared
as
about
it
our
is.
safety at all, they would have sent us home.
Those shuttles are the
It
molecule,
flashes blue
molecular
and flash.
compounds that take the NADH and puts the back NADH inside the mitochondria. So that's the difference between shuttle A. Shuttle A converts 2 NADH cytoplasm to 2 molecules of FADH2 in the mitochondria. Shuttle B, 2 NADH from cytoplasm directly come to the mitochondria as it is. So therefore, 2 times 2.7 is 5.4.
How
Is
is
it
her
okay?
vagina not sore?
So therefore, we can generate from 1 molecule of any hexoses, we can generate 32 to 34 molecules of ATP. Most cases, majority cases, maximum times, shuttle B operates. Shuttle B, because it can generate more ATP, 34 ATP. Now, ATP is the molecule, chemical, right? It's a chemical. How do you get the energy? Energy in the form of calories, right? K joules and all those things, K joules, right? K calories, remember, calories. So ATP, once it comes to the cytoplasm, ATP plus H2O, it does the hydrolysis, plus H2O, and it is converted to ADP and PI. ADP and PI back. That's what they generated, remember? Right? Plus PI. And as it generates, it makes plus energy. So when the
Hello?
ATP is hydrolyzed, it generates energy. How much energy? Is minus 50 kJ per mole. You can say why the minus sign? It has another value called delta G. Don't worry about the timing. Just write down minus 50 kJ per mole. KJ per mole. KJ per mole.
How
So
high are
1
you
molecule of
lofting
ATP
again?
makes 50 kJ per mole.
Well, because I'm
We
not
have
bringing my
34
ottoman
molecules
home.
of ATP, right? So the catabolic, the degradation pathway, can generate total amount of energy is 1700 kJ per mole. 34 multiplied by
I think I'm just gonna
minus
leave my
50
bed on the floor.
minus
Honestly.
1700
Okay,
kJ per
okay.
mole. And
You said your sandwich
energy
is good,
associated
though.
in
That's what I'm
glucose,
most interested
those
in.
bonds, carbon-carbon bonds, carbon-hydrogen bonds, carbon
How
oxygen
are your
bonds,
chips?
if you destroy all those bonds
She got
by
us
burning
bitches.
it,
Oh, that's where it's at.
C6H12O6 plus 6 oxygen with carbon dioxide, 6 molecule of carbon dioxide and 6 molecule of H2O, you
I
get
know,
about
that's
minus
pretty much what I eat every day for
2937
lunch. I eat good.
kJ
I
per
forgot you
mole.
could have gotten a pretzel bun. I forgot.
So what's the catabolic efficiency then?
What?
All those glycolysis, TCA cycle, electron transport
No, they
chain
still had 'em.
generating 1700.
Sorry.
So 1700 total
You can
700
get like
divided
you can get
by
anything from like a wrap to you can make your own
present
panini.
total amount of
It
energy
can be like a
associated with the
pretzel
molecule.
sub.
Multiplied by 100
Ah.
is a 58%
They have like vegan and
efficiency.
gluten-free wraps.
So our glycolysis, TCA cycle,
Alright, I'm gonna get off here, say
the
goodbye,
efficiency
and then
of
I'm
this
leaving.
catabolic pathway, catabolic means degradation of sugar, is 58%. 58%. Anyone has any question?
Bye, Queen.
Anyone has any question?
Alright, bye.
Yes? Anyone has any question? So how do you get the 58%? Once again. Yes? Anyone has a question?
I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Does anybody else have to go?
If not, I'm done the